Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Hey, Dr. Games here. Um, Feeling better, of course, than the last time I made that video with the batter in hand. Um, it seems I overreacted, of course, but I have some dire news. I agreed upon with Triple J that I'm no longer going to be the co-host for the podcast for a while. I asked him if I could be on hiatus. It's not permanent, but right this second, I don't see much effort in putting into the matter because obviously, on my part, I'm not saying that I'm a drag or that or I'm getting better at the matter at hand with what him and I have been doing because I feel like we work as a good team together. We know each other since high school and all. So, and I appreciate the offer that Triple J gave to me. Did the co-host being co-host for his podcast and all. But it's gonna take a break for the time being. I'm sure I'll find a co-host of sorts because he had a co-host back in episode 8 back in 2020, 2021, give or take. That's how long we've been in the podcast for almost 5 years, 4.5 at most with him. The Patreon still stand. You see the episodes up until what was it episode 112, 113, give or take. Uh, a lot has happened since then, and we've been through a lot as partners in this podcast and all. We might return, one day. Not sure how long though. If he's gonna continue on without me with the podcast, which he told me he will, but it's going to be more like segments, or whatever he said he explained to me. So, um, I appreciate it. Working with him. We love to talk about this stuff over the years, but the climate has changed on YouTube gaming. It has a lot has happened since 2015 when I first started doing YouTube gaming. It's called my channel is called DoctorGames101 back then. It's an old channel. It's no longer there. It's been suspended or not terminated by copyright claims and stuff. Thanks to that rapper and all. Long story short, guys, this market is saturated of YouTube gamers, and no matter how much I put out distinct content, shock value, just be consistent with the matter whenever you can. There's always that competition that is very hyper. I will do other projects in the future on this channel, Dr. Games 101B. Um, might do at most, no, at least two montages of Apex Legends, at most three, within the next few weeks to a few months, depending upon how much editing I can do, gathering the videos, collecting them, edit them. I have to then put the videos together on my video editor. Uh, Last we're going to be some grueling work for the next few weeks, few months, just to do the Apex Legends montages. Because you gotta remember, I collected since 2019, 2020 of like at least 200 clips, and we're not counting screenshots. We're not counting recordings through other means, like through OBS and all, because I got them through Twitter. Because you see them on Twitter profile, DoctorGaben101 is called. Um, Years upon years of clips and screenshots, and you name it, on just on Apex Legends alone, for clips, recordings, you name it, montages, uploads, you name it, from my cell phone to the Xbox directly, because Xbox and Twitter at the time it came together, and it was a system where you could upload directly to the Twitter account of yours if you link your account with Xbox directly on the Xbox One system. So a lot has changed since then. They got rid of that feature, and now you have to go through your phone with the matter and then put on X, whatever. Especially since Elon Musk took over and all back in what was it 2022, 2023, give or take. Since then, it was excessive. The steps were excessive. What's the point of that? It was very convenient prior to that Elon Musk taking over. What comes to that Xbox feature with the Twitter and all. But hopefully Elon Musk will fix that matter again, put it back on the Xbox systems, on the Xbox Series though, at least that. If not, PS5, whatever the case may be. So, guys, I can only put so much with the YouTube gaming to a point that and that's not a waste of time. It's just that you do your best to be consistent as much as you can, but people don't see what you see. It's not Triple J Percy himself, obviously. He understands where I come from. He understands my struggles, what I've been through. I understand his struggles, what he's been through, and all. So, Life can be a damning thing. Like I said in a previous video, life can be unfair at times. You be that person, you provide, what's it called, good content in your opinion, in your perspective, which is very different. But if most of the audience doesn't care for what you have to say or what you do, how much research, who you're associated with, who you connected with, who are helping you with sponsors, whatever, at the time, if you're not part of that top 10% of YouTube gamers, it's called like the Markipliers, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie. If you don't have those self-made back in as well as 2015, 14, 13, 2013, give or take, when they first started, these guys, if not earlier actually, they've been around as long as me. I've been on YouTube since 2006 as a user, and since 2009, 2008 as a video uploader, editor of sorts. Um, Long story short, I have several channels throughout YouTube, at up to about three so far, three channels. Uh, you're not gonna be able to see the second channel is called because obviously since it's severely suppressed, you have to go through a direct link on my main channel. Everything's there. Just check the channel trailer, the links. There's a link tree. Um, my Bitcoin donation, Patreon donation, Cash App donation. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. I try to be out there and about with you. What I've been doing and saying. Everything's down below in the description box. I've been pointing it down every single time. You're just not doing it. You're not really interacting with my content, with our content as a podcast on my end. That is, maybe Triple J as well. With on his part, he's getting more views, more subscribers, more attention over the months, if not years, since 2020. That's going on his part. Me personally, I'm not popular, obviously, but I'm not some nobody, total nobody. Some people can lie to me. Oh, they say to me, "Oh, Doctor Games, I never heard of you," or "Doctor, if you never heard of," whatever the case may be, and that's fine. You want to lie to me? That's fine by me. I'm not saying you don't know everything. You never did. Whoever these people are, whether you're my friends for years or just someone who I just met the other day or two, or those who are seeing me as a lurker. No offense, it's an insult. It sounds like an insult more than a compliment. But if you don't interact with your content, or with your subscribers, subscriptions, you're not gonna get, it's not gonna be done, as much. Or maybe the fact that YouTube is so utilitized, it's called. It's just a utility that who cares what you put on, what you like, what you shared, or if you ever share videos these days. It's all about virality, viral videos and stuff. So, yeah, things have definitely changed since 2006, especially since 2015 when I first started YouTube gaming. I said every single video, subscribe, like, donate, share my videos. It's not that hard. It really isn't. And I've done it for years, decades now. Been a great ride. I've been saying for years. I'm saying like to myself, to you guys, that I've always put my 110% out there. Sometimes I can be a little bit lazy. Sometimes I can be a little bit lax a bit. Other times I'll be working hard, overdoing it maybe. If I sound like I'm insulting you guys, I'm not trying to insult you directly, if ever. Um, I always do my best, try to put out good content. Like I said, it's not going to be for this podcast specifically for that time being. I'll still do the recordings, gameplays, like you see the Cyberpunk 2077, Amazing Princess Sarah, other games, I can think of like Mega Man XL, whatever it's called, or games like Castlevania, that collection that came out back 4 years ago, if I can remember correctly. I got it on sale for about $10. Play that with you guys one day. Alright, guys, please thumbs up, subscribe, and share. I'll see you next video as always, and, if something else if it kicks in yet, it is what it is, Like I said, I'll be back. I will still be here. Don't worry. Later, guys. Bye.